morning. It is September 2nd, Thursday, day 39 on the Pacific Crest Trail Southbound horse trail adventure. That campsite was real nice. I had an Asian couple come in. They had a Doberman with them. And they weren't really into talking, but so they were camped about 40 yards from me. Got out about 9. I wanted to start at 8, but got down to freezing last night, and the condensation in my tent all froze, and so the inside of my tent was ice. And I needed to dry it before I left. So sun came up about 8:15 and laid my quilt and tent inside out and dried it out before I left. And so I hit the trail about 9 or a little before. Got 3.5 miles to Selden Pass, and I was wrong yesterday. It's 10:09. And then about another 7 miles or 6 after that, I have an option to go by Muir Ranch, which is a mile off trail. I think I'm going to do that, and I need to buy sunscreen, and they have a little store, and you can charge your stuff, and you can empty your garbage. So I think I am going to swing in there. And it's kind of a horseshoe loop, so it's a mile in, and the trail out the other way is 1.5 miles. And it runs back to PCT. Then a couple miles after that, I'm gonna be in Kings Canyon, and that is the national park, and the Joaquin River is there. You cross a bridge, and there's a million campsites there, and that make it about a 13.5 mile day. So that's where I'm shooting for, and I'll show you the sights. I've just entered this meadow, and look, there's trail destroyers over there. Look, trail destroyers. 4 of them. Look at the dust. Frickin' horse trail. it's about 11 o'clock. I just stopped to take a quick break, checked the map. I was sitting here on this rock right off trail. Just had that horse and mule caravan come by. I would imagine they're going to Muir Ranch because that's the only way they can get supplies in is by horse and mules. So, got 1.1 miles to the top. It's 11 o'clock, so I've done basically, it's a mile an hour up this mountain. Been climbing ever since I started, since I crossed the water. All right, well, let's get to the top of this beast. Well, I made it to Marie Lake. This was the lake I originally yesterday wanted to get to, but hell, I wouldn't have got here to 8 o'clock. The trail goes right by it. Pretty lake, it's nice and clear. I'll walk up here and show you how clear these lakes are. I mean, you can see the hell, you can see the bottom out here. Well, I'm guessing that's the pass because I can see a guy way up there, guy or girl. I don't see the trail though. Pretty sure it's a person up there. I'm hoping it is. That'll be the shortest distance. Well, I made it to the top. This is where I came from. It goes down immediately, so I haven't seen the views yet. Took me 3 hours to do 3.5 miles. Whew. Well, here's the views on the other side of Selden Pass. Got another lake down there. Well, I can see the trail. The trail's going to skirt along these rocks on the left side of the lake there. Pretty cool. Oh, and this was 10,093 feet at the top. Well, that last lake I just showed you, I ended up stopping there and cleaned my feet and socks and took a long break. I'm glad I did, and I decided to do that instead of going to MTR. And then Bargraph and Ashit showed up. I met them at VVR. They're going to MTR, Muir Trail Ranch, so I asked them if they'd take my garbage. This lake here, I just started hiking. This is same lake, well, it's Sally Keys Inlet. That lake above, I guess, drains down into here and forms another lake. So they have the same name. Pretty cool. I have 9 miles. I gotta get my butt going to get to where I want to camp tonight. So, hoping the trail gets a little better. It is just so thick and dusty, it's horrible. Horse trail. Well, it's about 2:30. Just talked to some JMTers. They said they had talked to a ranger because about getting off trail and getting back on. And this ranger's told them, yeah, that's the deal. And then he does the finger quote and said, but we're not policing the trailheads. So, Lord, what a nightmare. They also told me they were at Muir Ranch Trail, or Muir Trail Ranch, whatever the hell it is, MTR. And they said Slow Roll and Shortcut were there, and they didn't leave out till late today. So hell, I'm probably only 5-6 miles behind them. So I'll catch them either today or tomorrow. So that's cool, so I can get a ride to Bishop. Don't know if I'm gonna make where I want to though. Hell, it's so late, I've been talking to people. But we'll see. It's a walk in the woods right now. Trail art. Have a nice day. Well, it's about 4:30. Man, I have been going downhill since I went over the pass. And when the big mountain came down, it was in direct sunlight. But I think I'm at 8,000 feet. So that's about 3,000, almost a 3,000 foot drop. And it is hot down here. Woo! Well, here's the junction to go down to Muir Ranch. It's like 1.5 miles down in that canyon. And for those who aren't familiar with that place, it's, I mean, the only way in and out is by, and all the stuff they have has got to be packed in by horse and mule. I mean, I've had 2 pass me yesterday and today. One guy told me he had 4. But you can send a resupply there. And if you don't want to carry this giant backpack like me with 8-9 days of food to get to Sarge Pass, you can ship it there. It's real pricey. It's got to be in a 5-gallon bucket. And it's got, of course, you buy your food and then you ship it somewhere. I don't even know where. And then they pick it up and bring it in by mule. So when you get here to the ranch, they charge $80 for you to pick it up, which probably isn't unreasonable because it's got to be brought in by horse, mule. And then on their ranch, they have no food. They don't sell food. They don't offer food. But they have these tents you can get and pay for. And most of them have private hot springs. So they have hot springs in there, and they pipe it all through their area. Then what a lot of hikers do, you don't want to have to pay for that. There's a campground outside their property, about a mile or less. Then you can camp there, and then there's some public hot springs from there. And then if they sent food, they just go in and pick up their food and head out. They used to let you hikers go through. They had so many 5-gallon buckets. People don't make it, don't pick their stuff up, or like everybody, they pack way too much and they leave half of it there. But they used to let hikers go through that. But they stopped doing that. Now only paid customers can go through it. I kind of went uphill. Well, made my goal. Entering Kings Canyon National Park. Pets, weapons, and wheeled vehicles prohibited. Campfires are not allowed. I saw a campsite right over here by the creek. Alright, I made it to this campground. The bridge is right there that I came over and showed you the water, so the PCT is up there. You walk down here, hell, there are campsites. There's 2 or 3 by that big tree, and I figure people coming in will see that and go there first. And then down in here, there is probably 10 spots. You're right next to this roaring creek. So I'm picking this one right here. Let me go ahead and show you, because it's gonna be getting dark. It's like 6:30, and the creek is just right over these rocks. Man, there's some big holes in there. I am getting in it tonight. Getting all in it. There's me a big mountain, sun setting over here. So I got to get busy. I am exhausted.